Muscular fitness is an important component of a well-rounded physical education program, which should be instructed from kindergarten through 12th grade. Improvements in muscular fitness increase an individual's bone health and strength, help prevent injury, and improve athletic performance. Muscular strength is the ability of a muscle or a muscle group to exert maximal force against a resistance one time through a full range of motion. Muscular strength is commonly assessed using the 1 repetition max test, and proper safety procedures should be followed when this is conducted, as well as during any strength training with free weights, including spotting, safety collars, a proper warm-up, and correct technique. Muscular endurance is the ability of a muscle group to exert a submaximal force repeatedly over a period of time. Although muscular endurance can be trained by participating in resistance or strength training, it may be more common for muscular endurance to be discussed in terms of aerobic fitness, such as muscular endurance in the legs when running a 5K. Muscular fitness is the combination of muscular strength and endurance. It's important to note that muscular strength and muscular endurance cannot always be easily separated. Usually, when an individual experiences improvements in one of these areas, they also improve in the other. Resistance training or strength training is the most common form of muscular fitness training used in physical education classes. This method is a systematic, planned program that uses any of the various methods and types of equipment to progressively stress the musculoskeletal system in order to improve muscular fitness. This could involve free weights, cable machines, resistance bands, or any other type of equipment that is used for improving muscular fitness. Weightlifting is an Olympic sport consisting of Olympic lifts such as the clean and jerk. Olympic lifts are typically not appropriate for general physical education classes and should be reserved for specialized sport settings or advanced strength and conditioning classes. Powerlifting is weight or resistance training that emphasizes the major lifts, primarily the deadlift, squat, and bench press. This method of training may be very popular among physical educators, especially those who are focused on improving the performance of their student athletes. But powerlifting may not align with the goals or preferences of many students. Developmental appropriateness of muscular fitness training is based primarily on the student's biological age and training age. The student's biological age is their age based on their developmental status. In other words, is the student physically mature or are they still developing? Asking a student who is physically immature to bench press a large amount of weight is not very developmentally appropriate, as this puts harmful stress on the bones and tissues which could negatively affect growth. Instead, the primary goal of resistance training programs for prepubescent students should be to increase their comfort and familiarity with foundational movements and the training environment. If a student in middle school participates in a resistance training program and is then more likely to perform regular resistance training during high school and beyond, then the initial program was successful, regardless of how much weight the student was able to lift or how many pounds of muscle they developed. Some alternative training methods for muscular fitness include bodyweight training, partner resistance training, resistance band training, and medicine ball training. Bodyweight training involves movements which use only the individual's body weight as resistance, such as push-ups, dips, pull-ups, curl-ups, lunges, and squats. These exercises are great because they typically require no equipment, can be challenging depending on the individual's level of fitness and the specific exercise, and they help students learn the proper technique for performing foundational movements. Furthermore, partner resistance training is when a partner applies resistance to a limb as the exerciser moves the limb through the full range of motion. This type of training is good for single joint movements with long levers, such as knee flexion and elbow flexion. The partner can provide a varying amount of resistance to challenge the training student, and the resistance can be modified at any time during the movement. Finally, medicine ball training is great for dynamic movements, catching and throwing movements, and developing the core muscles. Medicine ball throws are a great way to develop power, and twists and curl-ups develop core strength. The FITT guidelines for muscular fitness training vary considerably depending on the individual's prior experience with resistance training. Individuals with less experience in resistance training should participate in training only 2 or 3 times per week, perform greater repetitions per set to work on technique, and use lower resistance to decrease the risk for injury, as well as taking more time to rest as their bodies become adapted to resistance training. Experienced individuals might participate in resistance training 4 or 5 times per week. By using alternating muscle groups, they might lift heavier weights to focus on improving strength and power, and they will take less time for recovery due to prior training adaptations. In all, these guidelines show that individuals who are new to resistance training should focus on improving technique, making gradual progress, and increasing their comfort and familiarity with training. Keep in mind that these are just guidelines, and there are a wide range of exercise training programs which can be effective for individuals of varying experience and fitness levels. A physical education program's central goal is increasing students' competency and confidence, participating in a wide range of physical activities. So students should be encouraged to try many different exercises, training programs, and intensities in order to discover what works best for them. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something new.